For Julie and I, seeing our darling Sarah getting married today is one of the greatest moments of our lives. Mum and I, and Ruth, are so proud of you, Sarah. You've grown into such a wonderful young lady, both confident and independent, and at the same time, very sensitive and caring in your nature. The love and devotion you've shown to Archie and the way you brought him up with Lee to be such a lovely, fun and gorgeous young boy makes us so proud. I wasn't Archie looking good today in his very dapper, I thought, yeah. Easily. And you know, Julie and I are so happy to have you as part of our family, Lee. We can see how hardworking you are and how supportive and devoted you are to your new young family. When I first saw her in her wedding dress in the bridal suite and then walked with Sarah along the aisle, it was hard to describe the emotion I was feeling. Julie and I had tears in our eyes, and I could tell that was the same with many of you as well. Finally, I'd like to say thank you for everyone for being here today. You know that some of you have travelled from afar, from Australia, from Germany, from Canada, and many of you from Wales as well. And now, can I ask you to please stand up and drink a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Hopkins. Mr. and Mrs. Hopkins.
Martin Hopkins.
Take you, Sarah Rivka Rosenberg.
Take you, Sarah Rivka Rosenberg.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
I promise to love and care for you.
I promise to love and care for you.
And our son Archie.
And our son Archie.
To support you always.
To support you always.
And to live together.
And to live together.
As a loving, caring family.
As a loving, caring family. My wife and I would like to thank you very much for all being here today. And yes, I would like to say a few words before I spend the next 50 years listening. like to start by thanking Robert and Julie for welcoming me into their family. I'll never forget the moment I asked for your blessing to marry Sarah. I'm blessed with the sweet taste of your home cooking, the highs and lows watching Arsenal, and the endless bottles of Peroni that you continue to provide. We share some great memories which will continue for many years to come. You've raised a beautiful daughter with a good head on her shoulders. She caught my attention the moment I first laid eyes on her. I want to thank you for all you've done for us over the last 5 years. We appreciate all your help and support you've given me, and the greatest gift of all, your beautiful daughter Sarah. Oh, and on that note, can you look after Archie tomorrow night? Oh, I'm not joking. I would like to thank my parents. You're my role models, so thank you so much for supporting me through all the ups and downs, and thank you, Mum, for not actually following up on the promise to put me in a children's home. You've been there through thick and thin, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've helped me achieve. So after 32 years of giving you continuous headaches, you'll be pleased to know I'm officially Sarah's problem now. Sarah and I met nearly 5 years ago when I was working as a taxi driver. After a couple of airport trips, I decided to get my good friend Laura, over there, to text Sarah and ask her out for a drink. Expected to be blanked, I was pleasantly surprised when I received a response saying, "Yes, okay, that sounds nice." A few hours later, we had a date confirmed that weekend. As I pulled up in my taxi, filled with nerves, there she was at the window. Back, front, back, front, back, front. She didn't know where to sit. It was a good icebreaker, and we went off for a few drinks. We went off for a few drinks and a bite to eat down the Checkers. This couldn't have been any better. It was just perfect. We laughed, joked, and by the end of the night, I was 200 quid lighter. A few bob well spent, I'd say. We were an instant hit. After a few successful dates and a terrifying pandemic, we continued to grow. Sarah allowed me to move into her flat. The future plans for us started, and we began to plan our lives together. I'm a very lucky man to be standing here today to call Sarah my wife, but also welcome her into the Hopkins family name. Today's our day, but most importantly, it's the day you make me one of the proudest blokes on this planet. Thanks for being an amazing girlfriend, fiancée, mum to our little son Archie, and now my wife. Of everything we've achieved together. You choose everything before yourself. You're kind, loving, thoughtful, caring and sweet. You're everything, and I can't think of one reason not to be standing here by your side. I love you, Sarah, and if we can raise a glass to the new Mrs. Hopkins.